Good morning, students. Today we'll be continuing our first chapter. Last class we have been seen causes of business risk. Under that we have been seen four causes with the example of images. So today's class will be seeing starting a business. So for starting a business, the basic factors are 10. In that one we'll be seeing only 5 today, and next class we'll be seeing 5. So starting a business, there are basic factors. So when an entrepreneur need to start a similar to an any other human activity in which resources are employed to achieve certain objective. So what the businessman is trying here, he need to start a business where similarly which is exist in the market with human effect. That is, he employ all those things, and the objective is to achieve certain objectives to minimize his money. Okay, minimize his cost and maximize his profit. So from money what he is investing, he need to make profit. A successful result in which depends layerly upon the ability of the entrepreneurs or the starters to a new business to anticipate problems and solve them with minimum cost. So here a successful result, okay, for a businessman is the fund what he is having, he need to invest in minimum way, okay, not in the maximum way. So initially when he is starting the business, he need to minimize his cost. Okay, you have to see what and all the possible way is there to reduce his cost. Then he need to solve all the problems. Okay, what and all problems arises in the business, he need to solve the problems and maximize his profit. So minimize his cost with the fund available and maximize the profit with solving the problems. The first and foremost thing the businessman or the entrepreneur need to do is selection of line of business. So selection of line of business tells what type of business you need to select. Okay, what is the availability of fund, depending on that you need to select what type. The first thing to be decided by an entrepreneur of a new business is the nature and type of business to be undertaken. He will obviously like to enter that branch of industry and commerce which has the possibility of greater amount of profit. So initially when businessmen need to start a business, there are two lines. One is industry and other one is commerce. So businessmen need to decide if he's going for industry, he need to decide what type of industry he need to do. Okay, whether it is small scale industry or large scale industry. Okay, what is the fund he is going to do, what type of industry. In small scale there are many industry, what type of product he is going to produce, all those things he need to decide. If it is commerce, whether he is going to start e-commerce or what is the other form of business he can do in commerce, he need to see which are possibilities of making greater profit. Okay, initially this have little less risk. Okay, so the businessman need to have the idea where he is having less risk and returns will be more, like that he need to see and start up a business. So this is the very important stage in starting a business, because once the businessman enters the business, he cannot take back. Okay, he cannot come back. So this is an important place where the businessman need to look on what type of business he need, take some time, take the decision properly, what amount he is going to investing, everything you need to do by taking little bit time, because this is the first stage in your business line. a size of the firm. Okay, the next important thing in business is size of the firm. So size of the firm or scale of its operation is another important decision to be taken at the start of the business. Okay, he need to be taking what is the size. Okay, whether I'm going to start a small business or a bigger one. Okay, the scale, how much I'm going to invest. I have given you 3 images here. Okay, the first one tells only the size. Okay, the second image clearly tells where the situation of a businessman initially, where he get confused. Okay, where initially he gets confused how this image is there. So he has been decided what type of business. Okay, first one is what is the line of business he needs to do, he will be decided. After deciding, he need to see size of the business. So that stage he will be confused like this, where you have to start a small business or a big business. Okay, what is the favorable factors in large scale, whereas if I restrict to some small scale, what is the operation? When I'm starting the small scale business, what is the operation possible for me? When I'm starting a large scale, what is the operations possible for me? How much fund I need to invest, where and all I need to invest. Okay, so size. Okay, after the line of your business, the size is very important thing. Okay, decision. If I'm making small scale business, my investment will be small, my fund will be required small for various factors. If my business is big, okay, my size of the business is big, the fund required will be big, the operation will be as big as the size of the firm. So I need to take decision in such a way where I need to, my intention, okay, the businessman intention is only to make a profit. I need to take a decision where all my funds have been utilized in proper way. Okay, all my funds are utilized in proper way with minimum cost for making profit. So size of the firm depends how we are going to do the operation. Next, choice of form of operation, ownership. So choosing an ownership, there are many types of ownership. Okay, I will explain you all those things detailedly now. With respect to ownership, the business organization may take the form of a sole proprietorship, partnership, or a joint stock company. Each form has its own merits and demerits. Okay, first the form of ownership. Ownership means owners. Okay, owners. Now, I need to see what are the types of ownership available for my business. Sole proprietor, one investor, one owner. Sole proprietor means where only one person is doing the business. Investment is made by him only, business is run by him only, profit is taken by him only. Sole proprietor means single person or individual. Excuse. Partnership. Partnership where we are sharing business with one or more. Okay, I am the one person, so with me two or more people will be joining for the business. Partners. In partnership, where the partners also need to do investment. What they need to do? They need to do investment. According to their investment, ratios will be done. share of capital will be there. Okay, on that capital will be distributing profit. In partnership there are many types, so each one will be having each ideas, knowledge, everything will be there. So if they are well coordinated, they can go for partnership, okay, with two or more people. So partnership initially will be two or more people. Then joint stock companies. Joint stock companies where I invest my funds in the companies, okay, where already companies are there existing, I'll be investing in with them in the company. So corporations. So corporations are nothing but your where you be investing your in your equity shares, okay. So equity share also is a form of ownership for one company, not your other shares. Only equity shares will be where you will be acting as a owner of one company. Because why equity shares will be having a ownership? In equity shares risk are more, so if any changes is there in the company also, we will be having right to tell, will be having voting rights in equity share. So choice of ownership is another important factor, because sole proprietor means the risk will be shared by one person, the profit earned will be enjoyed by one person. In sole proprietor there is no other one to give some ideas, okay. In ideas is by yourself, investment is by yourself, taking profit is by yourself. In partnership you need to share your ideas, okay. You need to share your ideas, you need to accept the ideas from others, you need to accept the changes, even you may need to make others to accept your ideas and changes. And profit will be distributed according to the capital for the partnership. Even the losses will be distributed according to the capital for the partners. So both, not only profit they will be enjoying, even loss the partnership should accept, even the profit they need to accept. So joint stock companies where I just invest the monies and I live for the business. In return I will get as interest or dividend from the companies. So if he need to take a risk by alone, he can go for sole proprietorship. If he need to share his risk and profit, he can go for other lines. So choosing a form of ownership is a very difficult task. Some situations you have to think for thousands times whether my losses I can accept, okay, or I can share. All those things they need to decide. See, the choice of this suitable form of ownership will depend on such factor as the line of business, capital requirement, liable of ownership, division of profit, legal formality, continuity of business, transferability of interest, and so on. What I've explained in last slide, same thing. See, a line of business, first thing. Then requirement of capital, whether I can invest or I need to take help. Liability of ownership, whether I only can take up the risk or I need to divide my risk. Then what profit I have been earning, whether I need to share, okay, I can share profit according to the capital with partners. Then legal formalities, all those things are there in choice of ownership. Next, location of business entrepreneurship. So 1, 2, 3, was the initial important thing. Okay, for starting a business, your first point, second point, third point was the step 1, 2, 3. Location of business entrepreneurship is the foundation. What it is? It is the foundation for your business. Your location is the word major and important factor for starting a business. So here, an important factor to be considered at the start of the business is the place where the entrepreneurs will be located. Any mistake in this regard can result in high cost of production, innovation in getting things right kind of production input or service the customer in the best possible way. So for example, here I will take is your Domino's, okay, or McD. I'll go with McDonald's. Okay, McDonald's, because everyone know McDonald's. You see McDonald's, where and all they have been located. Location. Okay. The McDonald's are very much majorly located in commercial places. Commercial places means where shoppings will be taking place. People will be coming and going. Such places only these people will have their firms. I'll give you example. You take any mall. Okay, your Forum, your Garuda Mall, your Orient Mall, your Signature, okay. Signature malls, everywhere if you see, McDonald's will be one firm. In that whole building, anywhere McDonald's will be. Your malls, why malls? They mainly target with malls is people will be purchasing, okay, in malls will be coming and going. So they initially keep in the entrance, okay, in the malls where big boardings will be there. McDonald's is available here. And other one, if you see, where your metro lines, okay, wherever your metro line is there. If you start up from Indira Nagar, okay, Indira Nagar, you have near that metro station down only McDonald's. Then in your MG Road you have, your Commercial Street you have, your Shivaj Nagar you have, your Majestic you have, your City Markets you have. See the location where people have been crowding more. They keep the location in such a place. This McDonald's, foodie peoples, okay, this McDonald's, Domino's, Pizza Hut and all, they keep in such a way where people are more, okay, crowd is more. So after shopping, anyone will be having a tendency, we will have some snacks and go. And even they provide these snacks items only, the charts, okay, not your meals or nothing. They products which they provide will be the average snacky type. So location is same thing. I'll take you. If this McDonald's people, okay, they go and start where people are not moving at all, okay, in somewhere nook and corner of the street, okay, where people are not moving at all. Do people go and look out of the shop? No. So location, on what type of business you are doing, on that type of business, the locations are very, very much important. So if a college is starting newly, for example, a college is starting newly, okay, the people need to see surroundings, okay, for them college should not be there. And other one is they need to see whether populations are more in that particular areas. So location plays a very major important, okay, for a businessman. So on depending on his location, the cost of productivity, okay, the cost of innovations, everything will be decided on based on the location. So location is very a big major thing for a businessman to succeed, okay, to succeed, okay, to reach is to reach his product very soon for the people. The main thing is location. Next is financing and proportions. So after all these things, financing is an important sector, okay. Financing is concerned with the providing the necessary capital for starting as well as for continuing the processed business proposed business, okay. The capital required for investment in fixed asset like land, building, machinery and equipment, and in current assets like raw material, book debits, stock of finished goods, etc. CF financing the proportion proportion is where capital, the fund what I have in my hand, I need to distribute for all the sectors. I need to distribute all the sectors. So here these two images very clearly tells us how the capital what we have, how much to invest, where to invest, in what form to invest. So before starting the financing, we businessmen need to sit, analyze, analyze the funds, okay, collect the data, analyze the data, then you need to do investment. So capital what we have in the hand, if I'm starting a industry, okay, so land, after my location, on land what I need to, how much I need to invest. Building, on the size of the land I need to see how possible way with minimum cost my building can be done. Then purchase of machinery for my production, okay, for my production what are the machineries I need to buy. So initially what I need to buy, later what I need to buy. So investment on machinery and equipment. Next, your current assets like raw material, your books, stock, finished goods, everything. For production, basic thing is your raw material. So your raw material, how much I'm going to purchase, how much I'm going to produce, how much I'm going to keep it as a finished goods. So all this will be divided according to my finance, okay, proportion on what I will be investing, so that I need to minimize my cost and risk and earn profit more. So from tomorrow's class we will be seeing the rest 5 topics, that is physical facilities. So today till here I'll put an end, students. Thank you, have a nice day.